Hey everybody, it's Kelly from True Crime IRL and the MollieTibbetts case. It's back in the news and there's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on with that case right now. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about that with you. So in the summer of 2018, you know that MollieTibbetts went missing while she was out on what was a routine jog out in the country in her hometown area of Brooklyn, Iowa. So her body would not be found for about 5 weeks when her accused killer, Christian Bahena Rivera, came forward and led police to a cornfield where he said he dumped her. Also, in the summer of 2018, which we did not know at the time of the trial or at the time when Molly was missing, there was a man named James Lowe who was living in the same area where Molly was living, and he was involved in sex trafficking. He owned a trap house, and there are witnesses who said that he would kidnap victims, bring them to this trap house until he, figured out what to do with them. And witnesses also say that they actually saw MollieTibbetts in this trap house, bound and gagged. So what they say is that got all this national publicity. The people who kidnapped her actually kind of freaked out a little bit, and they decided that it wasn't worth the risk, so they killed her and dumped her body, washing their hands of it, basically. Fast forward to 2021 and the Christian Bahena Rivera trial. So, like I said before, there's now evidence tying the MollieTibbetts murder possibly to this person, James Lowe, with the trap house. And there's evidence showing that the MollieTibbetts case might be tied to another recent missing persons case in that area. So James Lowe used to date a woman named Sarah Harrelson, and they lived together for a brief period of time. Sarah is the mother of Xavior Harrelson. Now, he's been in the news recently because he just went missing last month from the Brooklyn, Iowa area where Molly was from as well, all in Poweshiek County, Iowa. So Xavier was actually very close to his mother. He was a caretaker for his mother, who was an amputee. He helped her all the time, and then he just went up and missing without a trace, out of the blue, no evidence, nothing. Nobody's been able to find him, and it's been weeks since his disappearance. So again, back to the correlation, James Lowe had very credible accusations against him for sex trafficking, and it's a known thing that he had this trap house in the summer of 2018. MollieTibbetts went missing from that same area in the summer of 2018. James Lowe dated Sarah Harrelson, who is the mother of a current missing person child in that same area. So I feel like these might all be related. So as this pertains to the Christian Bahena Rivera sentencing delay and his current trial, well, Rivera's attorney, Jennifer Fries, she filed a motion stating that the prosecutors in his trial failed to turn over evidence discussing the sex trafficking going on in the area and failed to disclose that they knew about this trap house and other kidnappings and missing persons cases in the area that were occurring at the same time as the MollieTibbetts case. So she's saying basically that the prosecution kind of withheld evidence from the defense that could have helped in Christian Bahena Rivera's trial. Keep in mind that this is a very small community. This is a rural area in Iowa. There aren't a ton of people. It's not a big city. It's not even close to a big city. Stuff like that doesn't happen here, except that it does. We just don't hear about it. These things cannot be overlooked. They really can't. And I think there's a good chance they could be connected. So moving on, Christian Bahena Rivera's attorney, Jennifer Fries, states that there are currently somewhere around 10 people in that Poweshiek County, Iowa area that are missing right now. So we know MollieTibbetts went missing from that area while there was a lot of sex trafficking going on. We know that Xavier Harrelson is currently missing from that area and is related by his mom's boyfriend, related to James Lowe, who is being accused of sex trafficking and other things, had that trap house. So, what is going on here in this area of Iowa? There is absolutely a lot of evidence that was overlooked in the MollieTibbetts case, obviously. It was brushed under the rug. Maybe there's more investigating that needs to be done. And I guarantee there are going to be more bombshells being released in the next few days and weeks. Rivera has a hearing set for July 27th, and we'll find out more about all of this at that time. Until next time, lock your doors, people. There's just a lot of crazy stuff going on out there in the world, and especially in rural Iowa. Lock your doors. Bye-bye.